Namaskar, hello and a very warm welcome to CIET NCERT's live phone and interactive program. I am Tanvi Khurana and this is an English class for all the students studying in class 5th. The chapter that we are going to discuss today is chapter number 4 in your books, The Wise Parrot. So, if you are into parrots, if you like birds and you want to know what is this wise parrot, who is this wise parrot or what exactly is he doing in this particular chapter, please watch this program. And we will be discussing each and everything in this particular program in detail. If you have any questions, any queries, please feel free to reach out to us. You can call us on our number, that is 8800440559. And if you want to email us, the email ID would be dth.class5@ciet.nic.in. Apart from this, you can also watch us on PM Evidya channel number 5 and also on our YouTube channel, that is NCERT Official. In the live chat box, you can write down your questions, your queries and share them with us. So, let me please introduce you to our sign language expert whom you can see on your screens at this moment. She is Anushka. Anushka, a very warm welcome to you as well. So, Anushka would be interpreting each and every word that we are going to discuss in this program. And let me please introduce you to our guest for today. We have with us Miss Harleen Kaur Bindra. Ma'am, a very warm welcome to you as well.
Thank you Tanvi.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am is a primary teacher from Mount Carmel School, Dwarka. So, let's begin this conversation without further ado and let's understand what is this chapter all about. Ma'am.
Thank you so much Tanvi for introducing me, and I will not waste any time further because we are going to learn many things and we are going to enjoy this session, I'm sure.
Okay.
So, I am just starting with a nice note. Let me start with the topic. So, the topic, the chapter's name is The Wise Parrot. So, what does come to your mind when I talk about wise parrot?
So, wise parrot, maybe there's this parrot who is intelligent than others and he has some certain unique skill.
Yes. So, this parrot is very wise and he has used his wisdom by uses wisdom to get something in his life what he wanted.
Okay.
And we are going to just read about him and we are going to learn about him, how he used his wisdom and he got what he wanted in life.
Wow.
So, let's see.
Shall we begin?
Yes, sure. So, I am going to read through the chapter. So, you all can listen to it carefully so that you know the right pronunciation of each and every letter. Young learners, they will understand how to use these words, and then I will explain the chapter also.
Okay.
So, in a quiet village, a rich merchant kept a bright and talkative parrot in a cage of gold. The parrot had a sharp mind and often entertained the merchant with stories and songs. However, deep inside, the bird longed for the open skies and green trees. So, this parrot of ours, he was always kept in the golden cage, but he was sad because he wanted to go into the open skies and enjoy the green trees also. So, and one day the merchant decided to travel far away for business. He thought he would do something to please his pet. He walked up to the cage and said, "My beloved parrot, I am about to travel to a far off land. What can I bring you from there?" So, now he is asking the parrot that what he can bring for him from his journey, like where he is going. Then the parrot replied, "Dear master, you look after my needs so well that I have tasted all the tender fruits and chilies, but I want to taste the joy of flying in the sky. If you really want me to be happy, please let me fly off into the sky." Now, he wishes to go and fly into the sky, right? So, let's see whether the master allows him. The merchant said, "You are very dear to me and I cannot bear to let you go away. Ask for anything else." The bird sighed. Now, merchant is not ready to give him that, what the bird wanted. So, the bird, it sighed and said, "Since you cannot let me fly, when you see my friends in the jungle, tell them that I send them greetings from my cage." Now, he wanted to greet the birds there in the forest through just by sending a message. So let's see. Are you liking the story?
Yes, loving it.
Yeah. The merchant went off to on his travels. One day in the forest, he saw a flight of parrots with the same color as his pet. He walked up to the tree and said, "Oh, beautiful parrots, I have one of your relatives as a pet, and I keep it in a cage of gold." So he's boasting that he's keeping them in the cage of gold, in keeping the bird in the cage of gold. "It has sent greetings for you all." So now let's see what do the other parrots say. As the merchant finished speaking, one of the parrot dropped like a stone from the tree and fell on the ground. The merchant was distressed at this. He hurried away from there. So the merchant, he got upset when he saw that there was a parrot on the floor, on the ground. So what happened? Let's see next. On returning home, he went up to his parrot's cage and described all the wonders and the beauty he had seen on his journey, and how a flight of parrots had come to the forest he was visiting. So he is sharing what he saw and what he has, during the journey, what happened with him. So here he tells him the story. He then told that his pet about the message he had conveyed. And with great sorrow, he described how one bird had been so shocked that it fell to the ground. As soon as he finished talking, his own pet parrot fell from the perch to the ground, to the floor of the cage. Now he was shocked again. So let's see what happens. Here the merchant couldn't understand how his beloved pet died so suddenly. He reached into the cage, gently took him out, the still warm body of the bird, and placed it on the windowsill. Can you see the bird is on the windowsill?
Yes.
The windowsill is the extended window. So there's a slab kind of thing which is extended on the window. Okay, so that's called windowsill. He put it on the windowsill. Now let's see what happened. As soon as he stepped back, the bird stirred, stretched its beautiful green wings, and flew off into the open sky, saying, "My friend showed me how I could escape, and now I can fly in the sky. Goodbye." So this was a funny story, and it was too wise for the parrot to understand what was the message.
Yes.
There was a decoded message which his friends have sent from the forest for him.
Yes,
And
very smart parrot.
Yes, and can you see the merchant, though he loved his parrot, but there was a kind of greed which men have. They want to boast of themselves, and he was boasting that I keep the parrot in the golden cage.
Yes.
But what fun is for the parrot to be in the golden cage? What do you say? What do you say?
This is a greed. I mean, one should not do that.
Yeah.
Birds are not supposed to be caged.
Yes, they should not be caged, or if they are caged, they should be given that liberty of flying also, to take a flight, and because they are meant, their body is like that. They have to have a chance to fly in the sky and feel their wings, right? So this was the story, and I hope you like the story, Tanvi.
Ma'am, I loved the story. There's a message involved, and there's a very cute parrot involved.
Yes, yes. So we have learned we have come across some new words in the story. So let me explain it to the young learners. As we have got this word merchant. Now, who is a merchant, Tanvi? This is a person who trades in good produced by others. He is not the person who is producing it, like a farmer produces it. He produces the grains. But the merchant is a person who goes from one country to the other, or from one place to the other, to sell off these products, and that the profit he earns from there. And he goes to different countries, and he'll pick up few new things from there and sell them. So that's the merchant, right? And sighed, like you saw the bird sighed. He was sad. So it is a long breath, you say, like that. So emit a long breath expressing sadness. It can be sadness, it can be relief, like if you have pain, or maybe you are getting an injection inserted, and then when the injection comes out, you are relieved. Or you are tired, like when we just take a long breath, right? So that is called sighed. And there is a word called perch. Now, Tanvi, can you explain what could be the meaning of perch?
Yes, so just like the definition mentioned, a high or an elevated place or a rod where the bird can rest.
Yes.
You can see in the cage there was a rod somewhere in the middle where the parrot was sitting.
Yes.
So that was the
so
perch.
it's an elevated rod which
Yes.
is horizontally put on the cage where the bird can sit
Rest,
and
or
rest.
sit,
Yes.
yes.
So and there they eat their chilies or food or fruits or whatever is offered to them, and they look out. So tender is soft. Tender means, like he said, that I have tasted all the tender fruits. So tender is soft. When we cook food, like when we cook vegetables, they become tender. They become soft. So windowsill, as I have already told you, it's a slab kind of thing, a shelf which is attached to the bottom of the window, and you can put something. Sometimes we see that there is a pot kept there, some plants are there, so that way. Distressed, as you saw, the merchant, he was distressed when he saw the bird falling down on the ground. He was anxious, he was disturbed. So these are the words we have learned. Our young learners, I will encourage them to use these in their vocabulary when they day-to-day talking also. And now we come to something important. Now see, there are phrases. These phrases have been used in the book, in the chapter. You know what, Tanvi, when we use such kind of phrases, they help us to enhance our vocabulary. Secondly, our language becomes very impressive.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So these phrases, they are not sentences. Sentences is one full sentence where you have a full stop. But here these words can be used, if you know the right meaning of them, they can be used in your day-to-day spoken language or even in writings. So I would explain each one of them. Like stand upright. So if you see the teacher, the children, they just stand upright and they wish the teacher, good morning, ma'am. So that is called stand upright. Okay. And all over, what is the meaning of all over? Like it is spread everywhere. Yeah. Like a child is eating chocolate, what will happen? The child eating the chocolate, and he puts the chocolate all over the face.
Right.
Yeah. So you could see chocolate all over his face. Look after. Look after is like we take care of our people who are at home, like our grandparents, the children, they take care. So they look after them very well. So that is there. About to. About to is that there is a transition which is going to happen very soon, immediately after this. That like when our session was about to start, we were ready that we are going to talk. So about to. Went away. Went away is that the person who is going or is gone, is not going. It is not a process. The process has already happened. There is no one is disappeared. Like the boy went away from the house. Right? So he is already gone. Stepped out. Now stepped out and went away, they are opposite. Stepped out is like you are having a transition of moving out of the house. So that way the children, they stepped out of the house to board the bus, like that. So these are the phrases which we have come to know the meaning of.
You have skipped came across.
Sorry. Came across. Came across is something, Tanvi, where we come across means that we are like, I'm not planned to meet somebody, but I meet somebody on the way by just by chance. So that is called came across.
Okay.
So like when I was coming to the studio, I came across somebody whom I knew from earlier. So that way, came across.
Okay.
So we are going to use these words. Now there is an exercise in the book where children are supposed to do this. So after understanding all the meanings, I think so we'll be able to do it. Let's try it on you, Tanvi.
Okay.
Yeah, so one winter morning, the words are mentioned up, you can use them. As I dash off my house. So somebody is going out of the house or something.
Stepped out.
Yes, stepped out of my home. I saw that the snow was dashed the place.
All over the place.
Very good. While walking uphill towards my shop, I dashed a small puppy.
Came across.
Yes, because puppy you were not supposed to meet, but you got to meet. Yeah. So its leg was injured and it was dashed to collapse.
About to.
Yes, it was about to collapse. Being in pain, it was unable to
stand upright.
Very good. So I decided to take it home and dash it.
Look after it.
Look after it with good care. All its pain
Went away.
went away. We were able to do it, right?
Yes.
So that's, I really hope our children are also able to, our young learners, they are also able to now crack this, decode this, because it's important. See, these are the answers and you have answered everything so correctly. Yeah. So kudos to you, Tanvi, that you could solve. And now we are going to something which we came across in the chapter, that was flight of parrots.
Okay.
So flight of parrots, you understand that it's a group of parrots. So when there are group of things, we have different vocabulary for them. We have different words for them. So if you see a flight of parrot, it's a group of parrots there. Now a bunch of keys. If you see here in my this table on the camera, you can see there are bunch of keys here, right? Bunch of keys, bunch of bananas,
Grapes.
bunch of grapes.
Okay.
So, and there are cars. What will you call them?
Bunch of cars?
No.
No, group of cars.
It is fleet of cars.
Fleet of cars.
Fleet of cars, fleet of ships also.
Okay.
So here we have here, if you can see, there are some lion, and there are many of them. So what will you call them?
Pride.
Yeah,
Pride
a pride
of
of lions, a herd of elephants. So they have all come to study with you today. Yeah. So now in the chapter they have this exercise. So there are different words. Now what will you use for this, Tanvi?
Bunch of flowers.
Bunch of flowers, yeah. So we are going to do this exercise. Let's try. We will be able to crack it, and the more you read, the more you will come to know, and the children will learn about the vocabulary, what they can use for the groups.
Okay.
So what I'll encourage our young learners, that whenever they are doing they're playing with their friends indoor, like nowadays the air is polluted, they can't go out. So if they're staying at home, let them try these 10 of these group. They can learn collective. These are called collective nouns.
Okay.
So they can learn it, and they will see that their vocabulary will enhance, and their speaking and their spoken English as well as their written English will also it will go good.
Improve.
Yeah, it will improve. So a dash of parrots, as we have already discussed, what would be the answer, Tanvi?
A flight of parrots.
A flight of parrots came to the forest. I saw a dash of sheep in the field.
A flock of sheep.
A flock of sheep, yes. A dash of wolves were howling loudly.
Pack of wolves.
Pack of wolves. We gave a dash of flowers to the chief guest.
So here we can also use bunch of flowers or bouquet of flowers.
Yes, bouquet is a little, though the same, both can be used, but you know what, bouquet is something like which is arranged, which is artificial, or you have arranged them in some order. And bunch of flowers, you can see it on the plants also, like bunch of flowers are there, right? So, and dash of ants. No, sorry, I missed one.
Bees.
A dash of bees hovered around the flowers.
Swarm of.
It's swarm of bees hovered around the flowers. And dash of ants is moving towards the anthill.
Army of ants.
Army of anthills. They come as an army. So I helped my mother find a
bunch
of keys, as we have just done it. Yes. So I have few. See, you have answered all right. A flight of parrot, a flock of sheep. So these are the collective nouns when you use for the a group of things, right? So we have a question for our young learners. These are the questions, like a dash of cards we have already discussed, but we'll not say now. And a dash of players, a dash of cards, a dash of students, a dash of singers. So this is your homework. You can send it to us when you know what is the group of these things called, right? So we'll move further. There is something which is very interesting in this chapter, Tanvi, that is present perfect tense. Now, this tense is very important. I'll tell you how we use them. When there is a connection which shows the link between the present and the past, like something which I've been doing in past, but now I continue to do it. Okay. That is called, there you use present perfect tense.
Okay.
Now, how will you use? It is described as an action that has started in the past and it continues till now. Like you just told me that you go to gym. So I have been going to gym, you will say, right? So you've been going to gym, it means that you're still going. Okay. So that the connection is formed. It's not finished. The action which you were doing, it has not finished. It still continues.
Okay.
Okay. And the time specific is not mentioned at times.
Okay.
So 8 a.m. you didn't mention that. So that way. So I lived in Delhi since 2009. So I have been living in Delhi since 2009. I still continue to stay in Delhi only. So that is why I have used this I have. I have worked in school for 20 years. So 20 years, but still I am working. So that means that that's why we use. And what is that? It is a I, that is a pronoun which I have used for myself. That's a subject. Have or has is used in present perfect tense. And then the past participle, that is the third form of the verb that is used here of the verb, and then you go for the past participle and then the object. Okay, so like and then there is one more condition, a recently completed action, like you've just finished something, like you have just come from the vacation, right? So you will say I've just come from my vacation. So you just finished your vacation and you have come here, right? So that is there. Here I have just finished, she has just finished her homework. So you can add just to it. When just is added, that is also a clue for that it is past perfect tense, a thing which is just finished. I just had my lunch, that way, right? So now here, now I'll tell you the past participle, that is the third form of the verbs the children have to learn, and they will learn very easily. Just by talking you will come to know. Okay, the English, English is such a language which tells itself that are you using me wrong, right? So there are regular verbs, there are irregular verbs. So with the regular verbs we put ed, or when e is already there we just put d. So jump will become jumped, close will become closed, look will become looked, played, stopped, baked, like that, right? And there are irregular verbs also which we need to know. So pay will become paid, feel will become felt, go will become gone, know will become known, buy will become bought, speak, spoken, write, written, and make will become made. It is not made. Some children do make mistake of making it made. So made is no word, bake is the word, bake, baked, right? So we have this, I'll just showing you I and you. It can be single, I is always singular, right? With I and you, exceptional, otherwise we use have with plural, they and we. And with he and she, it is always has. Suraj and Samrat, there are two people, have. Shweta, has, because it's one person, right? So I'll go further. We have this exercise in our book, I think so the children will be able to do it. I'll just do two with you. Let's see. You dash eat my sandwich.
Ate.
You, no, ate is the second form of verb, Tanvi.
Eaten.
You have eaten my sandwich. Yeah. He has already completed his work. My mother has baked. You have to use has and have for sure. She has lived in Delhi. They
have.
Now it is now not. It's a negative. They have not broken the window. Now this is a question. This is the last one is a question. Have you met Hema today? So this is how you do it, right? So these are the things like you can use.
So here in the last sentence where we are putting a question, have came first. So the noun came first, and
have and has,
the verb,
because
verb
you're asking
came first.
Yes. Verb has come. No, before that is has and have. So you're asking have, the verb has come, it's met, right? Meet. So that verb has got its past participle after using have or has.
Okay.
So if it is she or he, then it will be has.
Has.
Right?
So has will come first, and then, you, I, we, they, they'll come the second.
Yes. Have you met Hema today?
Okay.
So there way, that way.
Okay. All right.
So if we have one more minute to do, so these are the words which I have come across this chapter, where there are two vowels, and there is a rule. When we have two vowels, the first vowel will not say its sound. It will say its name. Like A sounds A, but it will say its name. It will be ale, not al.
Okay.
So tail, bail, fail, cane, because A is there, otherwise CAN is can, when we have one vowel. But because we have two vowels, the first one takes its name. Sail. Similarly, on the O side, OIL, two vowels are together, oil. Toil, boil,
foil.
soil, foil, coin. So that way. So this is the something which I really wanted to give it to the young learners, that they should not make any mistake in this when they are pronouncing the words. When there are two vowels, check on the first vowel will always take its name, not its sound.
Wonderful, ma'am. So, this is the trick. Not everyone, I think, knows this. So, thank you for clarifying, and thank you for teaching this wonderful, wonderful chapter, The Wise Parrot, to all our viewers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I am obliged.
Pleasure is all ours. Thank you to all the viewers as well for being with us. It was a wonderful program, and if in case you have missed it, please watch it again on NCERT Official. That is our YouTube channel. With this, we are wrapping up this particular program, but don't go anywhere. We have a long list of programs that you can see on with us. The next program that you will be seeing is the next program is 3 to 3:30 maths program, and the topic of discussion would be equal groups part 2. From 3:30 to 4 you can watch another program of Urdu जिसका उन्वान होगा दोस्ती के रंग. 4 to 5 another webinar series of ours will be there. Another webinar series will be there, and the topic is going to be वित्तीय साइबर अपराध की कार्य प्रणाली, डिजिटल गिरफ्तारी और ऑनलाइन निवेश ठगी को समझे. Let me repeat the schedule once again. You can see it on your screens. The next program that is going to be from 2:30 to 3 is a Hindi program जिसका विषय होगा सुंदरिया भाग 2. 3 to 3:30 program would be a science program for all the students studying in class 6. The topic would be Nature's Treasures part 2. From 3:30 to 4 o'clock another maths program will be there. The topic will be Prime Time part 2. 4 to 5 program is a webinar series, and 5 to 5:30 is a Sahyog series, and the topic of discussion is going to be students in the digital age, attention span and mental health. So, with this, let me just tell you, if you are studying in class 4 and class 7, if you have not purchased your textbooks for now, please go ahead and buy them from either Amazon, Flipkart or even NCERT official website. With this, we are wrapping up our program, and let me please thank our sign language interpreter. Anushka, thank you so much for being with us and for helping our viewers. Thank you so much once again. Have a great day ahead. Keep on watching our programs. I'm Tanvi Khurana, and I'll take a leave of you. Namaskar.